Hey guys, so you can see where I am. I'm up in County Donegal, and I drove up here. It's about what time? 1:30. I drove up here. It's a long enough old drive from Bannerrobe. I was surprised, me 2.5 hours, and but I drove up. I just had a bite to eat, and I parked up here. And you can see exactly where I am. I'm parked up here at Lough Derg. So there are 3 pilgrims in this book. Pilgrim Paths in Ireland, a guide. There are 3 pilgrimages up here that I want to do. Now, you know, there's 20 in total. I've 5 done, and my goal is to do the 20 over the next month or two. So the first one I'm going to do today is Lough Derg. The second one is Sleive, and the third one is Turas, Colmcille. And this one, Lough Derg, is very short. It's only 12k and it's flat. And it's sort of out around the edge of the lake and back in. So it looks like it'll be a nice walk. I'm going to go take it easy, just sort of stroll. The ball on my left foot is very sore. That walk I did up in the Mourns, I still haven't got over it. I hurt my foot wearing those heavy boots and walking all those rocks. And I wasn't used to it. And I definitely hurt myself. I had planned to come back up here and do this a week or 2 ago with a friend of mine, the same person actually I did, Regine, the same person I did the walk over in the Mourns with, but she bowed out. And so, and it sort of suited me because the weather was awful. I'm a bit of a fair weather hiker, I think. And, but the weather today is beautiful, and for the week coming is lovely. So I'm going to stay up here for a couple of days, do the 3 walks, and head back down. So let's get started and see what it's like. Well guys, I'm back. So that was a lovely walk. 2 hours, just under 2 hours, about 11.5k. And it sort of reminded me of about the same distance as the walk I do every morning. It's a super simple walk, well waymarked, you can't get lost, and all flat. I mean, if I climbed 100 meters or 150 meters, I'd say it's the max. So good surface. You're walking on hardcore unpaved roads, or you're walking on your forest trails, and very, very easy, super easy walk. An ordinary pair of shoes, nice pair of comfortable shoes, all you need. I say it might get a little bit soggy, parts of it in winter. So in winter, if the ground was wet, you probably need a pair of boots. But today it was perfect. It's really a lake shore forest walk, and it's sort of nice, sort of interesting. You have Saint David's or Dovet's, whatever his name was, chair, which I didn't go up to. It was 300 meters up and 300 meters. I didn't go up to see it. Apparently just a pile of rocks. And but there's St. Bridget's well, which is lovely, and St. Bridget's seat. And yeah, sort of nice to see all this stuff. And I went down to the island where the bridge used to be, Saint's Island, where Saint Davos, or whatever his name is, where he had his monastery. And apparently you can still see the outlines of the monastery in the dirt, but the ruins are all gone. And it was sort of interesting. There was a used to be a wooden bridge there, and you can still see the rocks where the bridge used to be. So all in all, I would say a pleasant walk. No more than that. It's not wonderful, but it's a pleasant walk. And I didn't meet a single person. Nobody, not one person out there. Didn't see a fox, didn't see a rabbit, didn't see a deer, didn't see a bird. Sick of spruce everywhere. It's really sad, everywhere, sick of spruce, and no life. Maybe a butterfly or two, that's about it. So that's sort of it. I'm back in the van, made myself a cup of tea. Going to have a little cup of tea now, and then I'm going to head over to walk number 2. Talk to you later. Well guys, I'm back from Sleive Pilgrim path, and nice walk. So last night I went down to Teelan, I think it is, pier, and you can see where I camped up here. It was lovely, and I had a tortellini, cheese and tomato tortellini, and a big salad and a couple of glasses of wine, and I chatted to the local lads who were fishing for mackerel. So a lovely evening, and went to bed about 10 o'clock. I slept well enough, so you got up about 5, and it was raining until about 7. But I drove up to here. You see where I'm parked here at the trailhead for the hike, for the Sleive League hike. Now there's 2 ways you can do it. Well, there's lots of ways you can do it. You can actually do it where you walk up to the top, even though there's no real top. It's about 400, maybe 420 meters of a climb from here, and about 6.5k out and back, so 3 and a bit k up to it. And the climb is sort of gentle. It's not a tough climb, and it's gentle enough. Only the last little bit is steep, and basically it's a path, and sort of a nice path, rocky, boggy, the usual kind of stuff. A few nice sculptures on it, and and beautiful views when you get up the top. I mean, it was a nice walk up and down, but it was really super easy. You can continue along then and work your way back down to I'm not sure what the name of the place, Burglass. But then the problem is if you go down the other side along by the cliff to Burglass, you have to find your way back to the car. It's about 7 kilometres. So you'll be doing your 6 kilometres, your 7 kilometres to Burglass, and then you have to do another 7 kilometres on the road. And I didn't want to do the 7 kilometres on the road, so I just did an out and back. But a nice walk, easy walk. One thing that sort of struck me about these pilgrim walks, perhaps with the exception of Crowpatrick, these walks are really easy. So they, and you have to remember that most people who are doing these pilgrim walks are ordinary people. They're not hikers. They're putting on their shoes, whatever they have, and they're heading off doing these pilgrim walks. So they can't be too hard. And even though I'm sure many of them are genuinely ancient, they have to be set up in such a way that ordinary people can do them. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to Turas, Colmcille, and do that pilgrim walk as well. I get 2 for the price of 1, because it's only 9 o'clock here in the morning and I've finished the hike. So I think I'll drive up. It's about 20k. I'll drive up to it's close by, and that's a 3-hour, I think, hike. I'll go up and do that one. So that's sort of it. I'll talk to you in a while when I'm up in Turas, Colmcille. So here I am, guys, outside the Church of Ireland here at Colmcille, and I'm heading off on the trail to find the first, see the sign there, Turas Colmcille start. Okay, so I hope that pile of rocks isn't one of the indicators. I think this is the first one up here. Apparently these are old pagan standing stones, and what they did was, when they decided to make Christians out of all of us, they inscribed crosses and whatever in them, and turned them into Christian Stations of the Cross. Hey guys, so I'm back from my Colmcille stations, and it was a little bit of a disaster. So a couple of comments. The first thing is there's no way marking. I mean, none. You're really on your own. There's no map, there's no way marking. There are loads and loads of trails here, all well way marked, you can see them, but none for this one. So I headed off and I got the first couple of ones. You can see them here. And I continued on, and every time I came to a junction, I'd see if there was anybody around, and if I could see someone, I'd ask them directions, and invariably it was the opposite way to the way that the other walks were going. But I followed them, and I eventually realised that I was lost. And I ended up going up climbing. I think it got to 300 meters of ascent, and tough climb because I didn't bring my poles because I wasn't expecting the ascent. Tough climb, and looped around a mountain, and in fact it's called something loop. It's a walk in the area. So I looked at hiker, and I could see the trails for the people up the bogs. You see them marked where they go cutting turf. So I sort of followed the trails and followed that loop, the way marks for that loop, more or less, and found my way back down around the mountain and back down, and eventually came down. You can see the church there beside me. Came down maybe a kilometre from here, and there was another marker, one of the stones, one of those pagan stones with a cross in it. You can see it here, and number 8. So God only knows. Yeah. So if you're coming here, guys, to do this, forget about it. Yeah, I'm going to mark it down that I've done it, because I did it plus a bit more. I think I did about 6 or 7k, and it was actually the walk itself was lovely, but it just wasn't quite the walk. It was only partially the walk I'd intended. So now it's 11 o'clock, and I think I'm going to head home. I see no point hanging around. I've done my 3 walks up here. I'll head back, and I'll have some food when I get home. So I should be home, about 11, 12, 1, about 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. I should be home for. So that was it. There's my 3 hikes and my 3 pilgrim walks in County Donegal, done and dusted. So that's how many have I done now. That's 8 done and 12 to go.